this week. I mean, it's affected me a lot. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to talk about this, but let's just say I've had a hard time. I haven't been able to craft much for several reasons, really. Partly because I've been working a lot. I had a lecture, a 2-hour lecture at the university this Wednesday, and I had to prepare it in the evenings before, so no time there. I was sitting preparing my lecture, and then I've just been busy and not really feeling for it. And then I've been mostly sewing lately, and since it was such a long time since I was sewing by hand last, I am my fingers are a little bit weak, so I've been making a hole in my middle finger here on the blunt end of the needle, because I use it to push through, and since I use quite thin needles, I guess the force gets enough to pierce my finger. So right now I can't sew because I have a little... It was bloodshed yesterday, you can say. My idea for this vlog or podcast today is to show you how far I've gotten on my dress that I'm sewing on, my Kirtle, that I shared with you the cutting and starting sewing last week. And then I'll just have you around when I do a little something for Ukraine. Yeah. So what I'm going to show you in terms of Ukraine, I haven't been able to watch the news or read the news or social media or anything related to the Ukrainian war or the Russian aggression, because I've been diagnosed with GAD, which is general anxiety disorder. I medicate for it, which is really, well, it's a big deal for me, but it's not a big deal to talk about for me. I gladly share it. I don't know, I just want to bring awareness in like mental health and stuff. But it basically means that I always have anxiety, especially since before starting my anti-anxiety medication. And it can be like, it can like make me not being able to do anything during the days and things like that. It's crippling, to say the least. And this whole doom and war and thinking about like people affected, it's really hard for me, and I can't really control how my anxiety affects me. So I've had to distance myself as much as possible from social media, regular media, news, stuff like that, because I can't handle it, as I said. Like Thursday morning when I woke up and the war had begun, the invasion had begun, I couldn't get out of bed for 1.5 hour, 90 minutes, because I was crying, bawling my eyes out. I had to be hugged by my husband Niklas, and I couldn't really work the whole day because I was so hurt. I was hurting for all the people. Like, one of my colleagues put my feelings into a very nice sentence, and that was, if your whole body is a heart, it is hard to not to get affected. Basically, I have so much empathy for the people that are affected in all countries. I mean, Ukrainians, of course, and those Russians who don't want to fight in this war, and those who are oppressed in their country. Yeah, I was crying the whole morning and on verge of tears the rest of the day this Thursday, and then I just tried to block everything out. Yeah. But like, I still want to do things for Ukraine, and I mean, one way is to donate money to help organizations like UNHCR and the Red Cross and things like that, and of course I'll donate whatever I can. But I also like these more direct initiatives that one of the stores here in Sweden has started. And the store I'm talking about is one of my favorite stores, Naturkompaniet, Nature Company basically, which sells hiking stuff mostly. They have an initiative that basically they call for like they collect clothing, warm winter clothing and sleeping bags to send down to Ukraine for those living there, and like those who have left their homes in a hurry and don't have their stuff with them. So I was thinking that I would go through all my stuff, thermal clothing, jackets, maybe even a sleeping bag, something like that, and take you through what I do. But first, I was going to try on my 14th century dress for you, see how far I've gotten. So yeah, let's start with that. Okay, here it is. I've set in the sleeves, sewn the side seams, put in one gore on the right side, and then, well, half a gore. I've managed to make one seam here on the left side. So what's left to do is to fill those seams, put in a gore in the front and one in the back, and fill all seams, hem it, and lengthen the arm sleeves. I think I need to lengthen them just a little bit, and then make buttons and sew them on, and make buttonholes. So yeah, I'll try it on for you now. I'm not going to strip because this is the internet, but yeah, I'm wearing a sports bra beneath this, so it should be fine. So I'm just wearing a homemade t-shirt. It's an Ankers t-shirt, summer shirt, made in cotton linen mix yarn. And this is wool from Historiska Rum. Okay, let's try it. I'll try it inside out so we can do stuff with the seams if we need to. Don't mind the bulky sleeves, since it's I'm planning to wear a full sleeve length shift beneath this. But yeah, feels good. I'm happy. What do you think? A little bit more width in the skirt, with some more gores. I mean, now I set the gores straight in my waist, which is here, so it flares out with my waist. I might put the front and back gore just a tad bit higher, and the wrinkling you see here will probably also disappear a bit when I've set in the gore there. I wanted the sleeves to be a bit looser, but not this loose. So I'm going to take in the sleeves just a bit, I think. I don't know. So they are, I mean, I just still want to be able to move, since this is going to be a, not a working woman's dress, but an everyday dress. And as you see, I need to lengthen the sleeves just a little bit. But otherwise, I'm happy. It sits nicely in the armholes, and the mobility feels fine right now. We'll have to see when I tighten the sleeves a bit and also set in the buttons. But this mobility is fine, which is nice. Okay, let's see if I can get it off, and I'll do my usual manuscript way of taking off my gown, which is inside out. And here you see the lovely color as well. Yeah. So yeah, the sleeves, tighten them just a bit, lengthen them, set in the rest of the gores, hem it, fill the seams, make buttons and buttonholes. I think I might manage before August. Nice. And yeah, here I'll show you again if you can see my little wound. I also have pricked myself in the index finger as well. Every time I sew, since when I sew, I use this finger to feel when the needle is through, and this finger to push through. I guess I could use the thimble, but I'm so very clumsy with a thimble. I haven't made myself like a leather little sleeve either, because I don't have any leather at home, and I haven't asked anyone to make me one either. But that, I guess, would be the best thing for me to use. But in the meantime, just have to wait until this heals, and I have a lot of other stuff going on. Now I'll show you what I'm working on in knitting. Just a second. Okay. Here's my rucksack, my Konken. It's a wool laptop edition, and it has this very special emblem. So the Fjällräven one is underneath here, but my mom made this. It says Fjollröven Konkel, which my Swedes will understand, and I'm not really sure I should translate it, but yeah, dingleberries. So something as dingleberries, it says. I love it. And then I have my pins here. Some are like this is one of the Swedish Air Force airplane, JAS 39 Gripen. This is a little pin from Addi when I bought my needles. Here is something that actually looks like the coronavirus, but it's a crater, meteorite crater in Sweden, Locknekraten. Dine Grey, one of my favorite bands. Härnö Gin. It's a gin brand from Härnösand, Sweden. A tin badge that I got from Maria Neyman. It's Norwegian tin, and it's a crown flying vulva. Here was the yarn festival I was supposed to attend, but it got cancelled. It was supposed to be in 2020, Yarn Fest Stockholm, and also a rainbow badge for LGBTQ. Wow, HBTQ in Swedish. Okay, I'll show you up close. here's my bag. And I mostly use this for my knitting actually, so which is what I'll show you. What I'm knitting is something that's part of Sandnes DIY collection. I'll show you the collection in a bit. Here it is, the DIY. So many beautiful patterns in here. Like this bubble dress, or not dress, sweater. This one is very nice as well. Simple pink one. This structured one is really nice as well. But what I am making is a Kelly Genser or Kelly sweater with a slit. So this one. It's gorgeous. It says to use 5mm needles. I did a yarn swatch with my yarn and I couldn't get the gauge on 5mm needles. I had to go up to 5.5mm needles. Now as I knit it, I might have a little bit too small gauge as well, but we'll see if it fixes itself when I block it. And the yarn I'm using is my other Harry's Tweed yarn, bought at Magasin Duet's yard sale, together with Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair, maybe it's called. I'll get the name here. In slate green. Very nice combo. And I've made almost the whole body. So this is the back and here's the front. So as you can see, I was knitting the size medium and it might be just a little bit tight. Or I think it will be okay, I mean in the size for me, but I wanted to use to knit a size medium, but I guess this will be size small in measurements unless it grows a bit in when I block it. So I just have a couple of centimeters more on the front slit and then I just have the sleeves. So it's soon a new jumper for me. I love these details with the twisted rib that goes into the raglan increases and then continues down all along the side and then splits for the slit. So yeah, and this is a little project bag, but it's not a project bag. I bought it at an outlet for Strömshaga or Balleshage in Flora, Sweden. It's really nice. So, okay, next objective is to get all my stuff out of storage. That is my outdoor things, and then see if I can find anything to donate for Ukraine. So yeah. It doesn't really seem like a lot. I'll have to go through some more drawers, I think. But let's start with this. Okay. I'll have what I'm going to do here. I'm not going to donate everything that's here. I just poured everything from my what do you say? My drawer where I have this stuff. I'll have to go through what I want to keep for myself and what I'm able to donate. Yeah, let's go. This is just a regular cotton actually acrylic hat. I don't mind giving this up, so it's going to go. This is a pair of gloves. I can't really use gloves because my circulation is so bad, so that if I use gloves it's too tight and the blood will drain from my fingers and they'll turn white and be cold, and that's not nice. So I'm not using these and haven't been using these for about 10 years, I guess, so this will go too. A wool or acrylic scarf that could be used as a blanket as well for a child. I am very happy to donate this as well. It's a nice scarf, but I don't use it, so definitely going. Here is a pair of mittens that I made. It's in Lättlopi, so my favorite yarn. It's from 35 vantar by Maja Karlsson. I don't use these either. They're a bit too small for my hands in the width, so I'm sure they'll be happily used by someone else. So yeah. These I might use for myself because they are one of my new wool liners socks. I have a lot of wool socks for hiking, so I'll go through that drawer too. Make sure that I can donate some, but these one I'll keep for myself. Here is a pair of socks that I've never worn, and they look a bit like they're a bit warmer, so I'll donate these easily. Here is a pair of hand knit socks. They need to be washed, and also they do need to be mended, but I have a little machine for that, so I can mend these before sending them off, which would be nice, so they can be warming someone's feet. So yeah, these are going. Here's another pair of liners. We'll see how many I can donate there. This is just a pair of cotton shorts that I'm not sure if I'll ever use, but they're not warm, and they ask for warm things, so I'll put this to the side. Here a pair of my own hiking hiking pants, zip-off pants, so I won't be donating these just yet either. Here is a pair of wool long johns or thermals. They are mended in several places. Here I made one little mend, and here is a little patch. So they're fully usable, though mended. But yeah, I'll throw these into the pile of donating, because I don't use these anymore. Okay, here's on my hiking skirts from Kirtle, so this one I will not send off. Pair of hiking shorts from Udreberg, not going to send this either. Here's another hiking skirt that I don't like use really, but I'm going to keep this for a bit too, since it's a summer thing. Here's a Pierre Robert merino shirt, and it's actually a children's size, but it fits me. It's a bit short in the sleeves, but I have several of these, not specifically Pierre Robert, but I'll happily give this away for someone else to be worn. This is the matching one to the pants before, the long johns, so this will go as well. Also merino. Here is a pair of craft long johns that I don't use because I only use wool stuff this thing nowadays, and these are synthetic, so they donate them too. Here are my gators. They will stay with me. A headband I have several and I can knit more, so this will definitely be going. Lots of stray socks I can see here. We'll go through them later. One glove. I'll see if I can find the second one. This is my from Karin's strength club, so that won't be leaving either. And here are actual Swedish military wool sweaters. I have 2 of those, as you can see, so why not? Let's donate one and keep one for myself. Okay, that will be the first batch. Let's see if I can find anything else. I know I have a pair of mittens, combo mittens. That's I'll show you that I'll donate as well. These are super warm, so that will be good. Let's go. These ones are nice. I can't really use them, for the same reason I can't use gloves at all, because my fingers get frozen immediately. But these, they have, you can have, cover your fingers, put it up like this, get your thumb out, get it in, and they stick together as well. So these will, I will donate these. I feel it's better to let them have use right now than me having them in storage for just the sake of it. I'll see if I can find more wool socks, and then I'll pack it up and tag it. And then when Niklas gets home, I'll have him do the same with his stuff. Nice. Okay, I think that's it for today. I probably have some more stuff that I can donate, but I couldn't find it right now, so I'll see what I can do. And then when Niklas gets home, I'll have him do the same with his stuff. Yeah. I think for us people with no power, it's just important to show that we care, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really one to speak about these things. I have no clue. But I'm doing what I can and trying to not overstimulate my anxiety levels, so to say. And try to talk to my loved ones and make sure that they know that I love them. Take care, everyone. I am going to leave you there and talk to you next time. Hej då!